Hello everyone and welcome back to Dungeon Breaker. This is Arafellan. Last time we were exploring this area, which is full of a teleporter maze. This is the second layer of the Otherworldly Labyrinth. So let's try and find our way through to the end of this area this time, shall we? Let's first see if I can remember which paths I've already taken. Yeah, I think I wanted to get back down there, which I think means I need to go back up there. Yeah, pretty sure I've taken all these paths. I know I've taken the left one and the bottom one. Yeah, this gets back to the top left, so I gotta head back over here and probably cut straight to that. Okay, we're back to what seems to be the main entrance to the teleporter maze. I've taken the southeast one, I've taken the northwest one, I've not taken the northeast. So this goes, okay, into here. The lower one of these. I don't think I've taken either of the east teleporters in this one. That just goes back in here, which is kind of funny. Okay, so the northeast one. Yeah, there's another healing point here, and another teleporter ahead. Probably a boss coming up. There's the exit, so I guess this teleporter goes back. Oh boy, we have a boss. We have Karkar, we have Healer, we have Wizard Armor, we have Peddler, we have Samurai Master, we have Antenna Mage, we have Twin Tail, and we have Devlin. So that's all the non-special monster girls at once. Special ones meaning Tina, Prie, and Leen. Yeah, let's just break force at them. Some of them are pretty fast. Some of them can heal. Some of them have magic. And, yeah. Alec's ultimate burst pretty much wrecks anything that isn't particularly strong. There were a lot of them, but they weren't especially powerful. So, that is a neat idea for a boss. Well, actually, does exit mean exit to the... Yeah, this is the way to go on. The other one was probably just an exit back to the town. And this is looking like the Labyrinth of the Godlike, so we're representing some of our major dungeons from the main game here. Let's back out for now. Yes, you can see the third layer is now on our list of destinations, but I want to go back here and make sure that the other thing is actually an exit back to town, like I think it is. Okay, so we go back in here, take the northeast teleporter, the northeast one again. Step on here because it's there. Okay, that works back to basically the entrance of the area, so it's an emergency exit by way of the main exit. And actually, my monsters have beefed up enough that I think I'll give the 4v4 arena a try. The ones that are actually in the party and leveled up. So yeah, you can't use Alec because he's not a monster. You can't use Tina, Leen, Wizard Armor, Healer, Prie, Antenna Mage, Karkal, Twin Tail, Samurai Master, Devlin, or Peddler because they're girl monsters and that's not what they want to see here. But I can use... I think, yeah, the current party had Ogre, Green Slime, Minion, and Blue Jelly. I know they have equipment on and some skills anyway, so let's go for that. From the Red Dragon Gate, Alec Ridolfi. He's feeling a bit embarrassed at the reception the crowd is giving him. And from the Green Dragon Gate, this is That's basically the thrown together team, so it's like Motley Crue, Gang of Riff Raff. Like, what's with that team mean? Anyway, monster battle. These are probably all things we fought in the 1v1. So, Ogre has Burst Blade, because I gave it to him. Green Slime has Burst Blade. Minion has healing, but not Burst Blade, but he does have Nagi Harai, which is hit everything. And Blue Jelly, I also gave Burst Blade, so that's just the minion using its multi-hit attack. And the battle's basically over already. So probably a bit over-leveled for this. This was main game content, not post-game. Anyway, orcs and ogres working together. The human head eaters, basically. The crowd kind of boos. Alec says that name kind of makes me want to boo too. Anyway, 4v4, round 2. Orcs and ogres. Notice you do get full recovery between rounds, so you can not have to worry about running out of MP. Which means you can just keep spamming Burst Blade. We win again. This time it says Assembly of Cute Monsters. 101 Wan team. So, trying to invoke 101 Dalmatians. Wan is like a dog barking noise. Lady fights. Ready fight. Yeah, this time it's Vorpal Poodles. Wouldn't exactly call those cute, but they are dogs. Anyway, we win again. If this is like the first one, there'll be 5 rounds. Anyway, trying to stop them is the Minotaurs and Minions team. Minotaurs and their minions. So it looks like we got 2 Minotaurs, 2 Devilfish. Same tactics, same results. The Goddess of Victory is smiling upon Alec and his monsters. Round. Next round has come. In front of them, challenging the... Yeah, challenging a collection of the strongest monsters. The Please Don't Carry Off the Prize Money team. Like, Well, anyway. Yeah, we have some fancier looking monsters. We have the Demon, we got the Fire-Breathing Bird, we have the Heat Gigantes. I don't think we've actually seen these yet. And Blue Jelly. But yeah, they get wrecked like everything else. Congratulations, you've won the 4v4. You get 30,000 gold as a prize. It pains us to let this money go, but thanks to that, filled up our seating in the arena. And it was kind of amazing how they were all cheering for you. And Alec's commenting something about how, well, being called out to while he's wandering around town is getting to be a pain. Like, oh, from the young ladies, you're quite popular. Like, no, mostly it's middle-aged men. How come they keep coming up and patting me on the back and all that? Well, I suppose this isn't really the kind of thing that's geared towards the young ladies. Anyway. Feel free to participate again. We'll build up our monsters too. But yeah, I think that's all there is to the arena. It's just a relatively quick way to get some prize money. But I think before going into the 3rd layer of the main post-game dungeon, take a look in the Monster Cave, where Claíomh wanted us to send the monsters in to get the alchemic hammer that her ancestor used. Notice that now that we know and it's been acknowledged that Tina is a monster, she can go in. Leen can also go in. Let's take Prie. There she is. How about Twin Tail and... yeah, some that need the levels. And we have some place with a kind of similar feel to the Monster Wilds, except this seems to be more indoors. We have wooden doors as well. But first things first, I should make sure everyone is equipped. Okay, let's start our exploring with the right-hand door. So what, a room with another door on the other side? Can't even see the ceiling. It's too far up there. But we do have a treasure chest here with a bit of money. Now let's see what we have in the way of monsters. Okay, here's one of those heat gigantes. And blood slime, which we've seen in the other dungeon. A terrorbolt on her. I think I'm going to use Yako. And did I give her Burst Blade? No, but she can hit pretty well on her own, so let's just do that. That worked. The experience in Gold seemed to be not quite as good as in the main dungeon, so possibly the monsters aren't quite as hard here. Or possibly that's just the way it works. I can't really conclude anything to be certain just yet. Except that this does seem to branch out quite a bit. One of them dropped a school swimsuit. Yeah, school swimsuit is actual equipment. It's supposedly strong against water, legendary clothing from ancient times. Yeah. So that looks relatively decent. It's only a little weaker than what they're actually using. But anyway. Let's just keep going this way until we can't go any further. Yeah, so far the monsters have been nothing special. Reptile puppy learned Death Gaze. I'm guessing that's an instant death attack. 3 ice crystals. I think you use those in crafting. So that's one dead end in this direction, with some treasure, so... yeah. I'm not sure if I'm remembering properly, but I kind of feel like this only had the one floor. Again, it's been a while since I played the post game, so I don't remember a lot. So you have to be facing doors to go through them. We've established that earlier. More treasure. 3 fire crystals. Fill in the wall there. Although coming in here would have done that too. This just connects back. So that looks like about half the area explored already. Unless there is another layer to it. Okay. I was misreading for the map. For some reason I thought I'd already hit the southern edge, when obviously not. So I was wondering why there was a door there that wasn't showing up on the map. It's because I hadn't gotten close enough. Yeah, let's come back here. Empty room. So when I said I'd explored half already, that was from misseeing the map. It is a bit bigger than I had to... Yeah, as I was saying, it's a bit bigger than I was estimating. Let's keep going around the outside. And here, a Heat Gigantes is joining, which is the only new monster I've seen around here. So that's 39 different types of monsters recruited. It tells you that on your save file. It's 5,000 gold. There are a few more. I have a save file from a previous playthrough with 43. So I'm not sure whether that's all of them, but there are definitely more than 39. Little hallway here. There's probably a boss in here somewhere, but there should be a healing point before it because there always has been. Let's see, a place where something ancient lives. Okay, that's interesting. This is looking like the boss, but we're not getting healing. Let's give it a try. Let's see, Ancient Dragon Ashtark. Young ones. What whim brings you to the depths of this land? I am Ashtark, an old one who has lived too long. It doesn't seem you're here to listen to me ramble on, so what do you want? Let's challenge into a battle. Oh, very well. Doing nothing but sleep has left me feeling sluggish. But no regrets. I didn't survive the Wizard War by being a coward. And we have the Ancient Dragon Ashtark. Now let's start with her self-buff. Trying to think of it, what was Leen's break force? Shine Feather? Greatly increases everyone's defense, so let's do that. Does she have any useful buffs? Magic defense up is probably good. And she'll just break force. Yep, that's a significant defense boost to everyone. And magic defense. Oh wait, it has a fake health bar. Let's go ahead and see what we can do anyway. Try her defense skill. Not sure what it does exactly. Ah, Twin Tail is frozen. Okay, no effect. Probably they're already boosted too high from her break force. Alright, she can... Oh, now she should attack. She can heal, and I think she has Status Cure. No, I guess no one has a Freeze Cure. So I'll just have to use an item. 15 is paralyzed, which I believe means she might fail to attack. Try Feather Shoot. Never used that, so let's see what it does. Not much. Probably more useful as a physical fighter skill. Oh wait, his health is starting to go down. Let's have her use an offensive skill on her heal. Alright, let's switch in someone who's not fainted. Stone Breath, Earthstone, Bite, Thunder Breath, Death Gaze. Not sure if that does actual damage, so let's just fight it. That's got all damage there. And the dragon is slowly going down. Kind of surprised that worked again. And everyone's paralyzed. Do I have a cure for that? Yeah, paralysis and poison. And she successfully acted, so that's good. Switch in the Chimera. Let's see what we have here. Let's revive, heal, poison, burst blade, fire breath blade. Let's see how burst blade does. Why not? So. A little more. What do I have here? Let's try that. Put Prie down. That hurt. Use poison. That sounds like a defense down. Okay, we beat it. 15,000 experience, no money. Just impressed that you've gotten this well challenging him. This isn't much of a reward, but take this to your master. Ancient Dragon Armor. Okay, that's not what we were looking for, but it does sound pretty good. I would really like a healing point, though. Let's just try to finish exploring the area. It's starting to get kind of low on MP. I do have healing items for that if it comes to that point, but should be okay a little longer. Particularly Prie and Leen do have large reserves. Okay, there's another battle. So I suspect this is the hammer. I think I'll come back for that later. Okay, Leen just gained the hull, so she's fully restored. A bunch of money, so that would be the hammer. Let's just remember it's in here. And we are safely back to town. Let's rest up. And see if that dragon armor is any good. It is indeed 27 better than the black dragon armor he's already using. So that's a pretty good game. Let's just remember to give Twintail the burst blade, if I can find her in this list. I think this is sorted by level, which makes it questionably less useful than it could be. But anyway, I think I'll stop this here for now. Next time we can go back and get that hammer and then head back into the main dungeon to continue exploring that. So until then, this has been Arafellan playing Dungeon Breaker. Next time we'll continue with exploring, and I hope to see you then.